At a swimming school, a 4-year-old boy falls into a deep pool, desperately flailing without reaching the bottom. When tragedy seemed inevitable, a dog jumps in to save him. Only afterwards did everyone realize they had witnessed a true miracle. For this was no ordinary dog. It harbored an unbelievable secret that left everyone breathless. In the charming coastal town of Seaside Grove, nestled along the picturesque shores of California, the Aquapals swimming school stands as a beacon of joy and learning for local families. The school, with its vibrant blue and white exterior, sits just a stone's throw away from the sparkling Pacific Ocean, perfectly embodying the town's love affair with water. As you approach Aquapals, the sound of children's laughter mingles with the gentle lapping of waves against the nearby shore. The air is filled with the invigorating scent of salt water and sunscreen, a telltale sign of endless summer days spent by the pool. The heart of Aquapals is its state-of-the-art indoor pool, a glistening expanse of turquoise water housed within a modern light-filled structure. Large windows line the walls, allowing natural sunlight to dance across the water's surface, creating a warm and inviting atmosphere. Colorful inflatable toys and swimming aids bob gently in the shallow end, while lane dividers stretch across the deeper section, accommodating swimmers of all skill levels. Surrounding the pool area, comfortable seating and viewing galleries provide the perfect vantage point for proud parents and guardians to watch their little ones make a splash. The walls are adorned with inspiring quotes about water safety and the joy of swimming, alongside photos of grinning children proudly displaying their newly earned certificates. But what truly sets Aquapals apart is its unique mascot and guardian angel, Max, a loyal and friendly German shepherd. Unlike the typical pool mascot, Max isn't just a symbol. He's a beloved member of the Aquapals family, always present during lessons, his gentle brown eyes watchful and protective. Despite his important role, there's a hint of hesitation in Max's demeanor when he's near the water's edge, a subtle reminder of a past that the community has yet to fully understand. As families stream in for another day of aquatic adventures, there's a palpable sense of excitement and community spirit in the air. Aquapals isn't just a swimming school, it's a place where friendships are forged, fears are conquered, and unforgettable memories are made. At the heart of our story is Max, the German shepherd, who has become an integral part of Aquapals. With his rich golden and black coat, alert ears and soulful brown eyes, Max cuts an impressive figure as he patrols the edges of the pool. His gentle demeanor and wagging tail make him an instant hit with the children, who often seek him out for a reassuring pat before their lessons. However, there's a complexity to Max that goes beyond his friendly exterior. Despite his constant presence at the pool, he never ventures into the water, and a keen observer might notice the slight tensing of his muscles whenever splashes come too close. This fear, stemming from a traumatic incident in his past, is a secret he bears silently, never allowing it to interfere with his protective duties. Sarah Thompson, a dedicated single mother in her mid-30s, is another key figure in our tale. With her warm smile and patient nature, Sarah embodies the supportive parent every child needs when facing new challenges. Her shoulder-length brown hair is often tied back in a practical ponytail, and her kind green eyes radiate encouragement. Sarah juggles her job as a local elementary school teacher with raising her 2 children, always finding time to bring them to their swimming lessons despite her busy schedule. Sarah's youngest 4-year-old Ethan is a bundle of energy and curiosity. With a mop of unruly blonde curls and bright blue eyes that sparkle with mischief, Ethan approaches his swimming lessons with a mix of excitement and trepidation. He's still at the stage where water can be both fascinating and intimidating, often requiring gentle coaxing to fully engage in his lessons. 8-year-old Lily, Sarah's eldest, is Ethan's polar opposite when it comes to swimming. With her long, dark hair often tucked neatly under a colorful swim cap and her lean frame built for the water, Lily is a natural swimmer. Her brown eyes, matching her mother's, light up with enthusiasm whenever she's near the pool. Already proficient in several strokes, Lily loves helping out during her brother's lessons, showcasing a maturity beyond her years. Her dream is to join the local swim team, and she practices with determination, often staying after Ethan's lessons to perfect her technique. Overseeing the operations at Aquapals is Mr. Jack Miller, the owner and head instructor. In his late 50s, Jack's weathered face tells the story of a life spent in and around water. His salt and pepper hair and the laugh lines around his blue eyes give him a distinguished yet approachable appearance. Jack's passion for swimming and water safety is evident in every aspect of how he runs Aquapals. He has a special bond with Max, having rescued the German Shepherd as a pup and integrated him into the swimming school family. These characters form the core of our story, each bringing their own unique perspectives, challenges, and strengths to the Aquapals community. Their intertwined lives create a rich tapestry of relationships, setting the stage for the dramatic events that are about to unfold on what starts as an ordinary Saturday morning at the pool. On a bright Saturday morning, the Aquapals swimming school buzzes with its usual weekend energy. Sarah arrives with Ethan and Lily, the children's excitement palpable as they enter the familiar surroundings. Max, as always, is there to greet them, his tail wagging as Ethan gives him an enthusiastic pat. As Ethan's lesson begins, Sarah realizes she's forgotten to sign some important permission slips for Lily's upcoming school trip. With Jack's assurance that Ethan will be fine, Sarah steps away to the reception area to complete the paperwork, leaving Lily to watch her brother from the poolside. The lesson progresses smoothly at first, with Ethan gaining confidence in the shallow end. However, as he reaches for a floating toy, he suddenly loses his footing and slips into slightly deeper water. Panic sets in as Ethan starts to flounder, his head bobbing dangerously close to the surface. In that heart-stopping moment, Max's ears perk up, his instincts kicking in. Despite his deep-seated fear of water, the loyal German Shepherd faces an impossible choice: confront his terror or watch as young Ethan struggles. The atmosphere around the pool tenses, setting the stage for an unexpected act of canine bravery. As the tension mounts around Ethan's predicament, we delve deeper into the character's emotions and connections, revealing the intricate web of relationships that binds the Aquapals community together. Sarah, still in the reception area, remains blissfully unaware of the unfolding drama. Her brow furrowed in concentration as she fills out the forms, she reflects on her journey as a single mother. The swimming lessons represent more than just a safety measure. They're a testament to her determination to provide her children with every opportunity, despite the challenges of raising them alone. A photo on the wall catches her eye, a group picture from last year's Aquapals summer party. She smiles, remembering how the swimming school has become a second family to them, offering support and friendship in unexpected ways. Meanwhile, Lily, watching from the poolside, feels a surge of big sister protectiveness as she sees Ethan struggling. Her initial instinct is to jump in herself, but she hesitates, remembering Mr. Jack's lessons about water safety and the importance of alerting adults in emergencies. This internal conflict showcases Lily's growing maturity and the responsibility she feels towards her younger brother. Mr. Jack, usually the picture of calm confidence, finds himself momentarily frozen. In his decades of teaching, he's handled numerous close calls, but something about this situation, perhaps the look of sheer terror in Ethan's eyes, strikes a deeper chord. It reminds him of a similar incident from his youth, one that inspired him to dedicate his life to water safety. This split second of hesitation humanizes Jack, revealing the weight of responsibility he carries for every child under his care. Max, the loyal German Shepherd, experiences a whirlwind of emotions, His protective instincts war with his deep-seated fear of water, a battle that plays out in his expressive eyes and tense body language. This moment forces Max to confront the traumatic memory that has held him back for so long, a near-drowning experience as a puppy that left him terrified of deep water. As the crisis unfolds, we see how each character's past experiences and personalities influence their reactions, adding depth to their interactions. Ethan, struggling in the water, experiences a rush of conflicting emotions. His initial excitement about swimming gives way to fear, but beneath the panic, there's a flicker of the determination he's inherited from his mother. Even as he flails, part of him remembers the breathing techniques Mr. Jack taught him, showcasing the resilience of children in the face of adversity. The other children in the pool, initially oblivious to Ethan's plight, begin to notice the commotion. Their reactions range from curiosity to concern, highlighting the innocence of childhood and the sudden intrusion of real danger into their safe, fun environment. Some of the older kids instinctively move to help, demonstrating the sense of community fostered at Aquapals. The parents watching from the sidelines represent a spectrum of responses. Some leap to their feet, ready to intervene, while others trust in the staff's ability to handle the situation. This variety of reactions illustrates the different parenting styles and the challenge of balancing protection with allowing children to face and overcome challenges. Mr. Jack, snapping out of his momentary hesitation, begins to move towards Ethan. His years of experience kick in, and he starts coordinating a rescue effort. However, he's acutely aware of the distance between himself and Ethan and the precious seconds ticking by. As the situation reaches its critical point, all eyes turn to Max. The German Shepherd's internal struggle is visible in his body language, his ears flattened, tail tucked, yet his muscles coiled, ready to spring into action. In this moment, Max embodies the theme of overcoming fear for the sake of others, a central message of our story. The atmosphere around the pool is electric with tension, each character's next move poised to change the course of events dramatically. This pivotal moment sets the stage for the challenges and obstacles that will test our characters' resolve and bring out their true strengths. The most immediate and critical challenge is Ethan's struggle in the water. With each passing second, the young boy's energy wanes as he fights to keep his head above the surface. The depth of the water, though not extreme, proves overwhelming for his small frame and limited swimming skills. Ethan's panic further complicates the situation, causing him to thrash and inadvertently push himself into deeper water, making rescue attempts more difficult. Mr. Jack faces a multifaceted challenge as he springs into action. The distance between him and Ethan seems to stretch endlessly, and he must navigate around other children and pool equipment to reach the struggling boy. Additionally, Jack grapples with the fear of failing a child under his care, a nightmare scenario for any swim instructor. This internal struggle threatens to cloud his judgment at a crucial moment. For Max, the challenge is monumental. The German Shepherd must confront his deepest fear, the water that once nearly claimed his life. The memory of his near-drowning experience as a puppy floods back, paralyzing him momentarily. The internal battle between his instinct to protect and his fear of water creates a palpable tension, visible in his trembling body and conflicted eyes. Lily, watching the scene unfold, faces her own set of obstacles. Her desire to help her brother conflicts with the water safety rules she's been taught. She knows she should alert an adult, but the urgency of the situation makes her question whether there's time. Moreover, her limited strength compared to the adults presents a physical challenge. Even if she decides to act, can she effectively help her brother? The other children in the pool become unintentional obstacles. Their presence in the water, while not directly interfering, complicates the rescue effort. Some, in their confusion and fear, create small waves or move in ways that unintentionally hinder access to Ethan. Time itself becomes a formidable opponent. With each moment that passes, Ethan's strength diminishes, and the risk of a tragic outcome increases. This invisible yet relentless challenge adds a layer of urgency to every action and decision made by the characters. The layout of the pool area, usually a safe and controlled environment, now presents unexpected hurdles. The slippery deck, the position of lane dividers, and the depth changes in the pool all become potential impediments to a swift rescue. As these challenges converge, the characters find themselves pushed to their limits, forced to make split-second decisions that will have far-reaching consequences. The obstacles they face are not just physical, but emotional and psychological, testing their courage, quick thinking, and the strength of their bonds with one another. Sarah, still unaware of the unfolding drama, faces an obstacle of a different kind. The paperwork she's filling out becomes increasingly complex, requiring her full attention. This mundane task keeps her frustratingly oblivious to her son's peril, creating a heart-wrenching irony. A mother's dedication to her children's needs inadvertently prevents her from being there in their moment of crisis. The other parents at the poolside grapple with their own challenges. Those who realize the severity of the situation must decide whether to intervene or trust in the staff's abilities. This dilemma creates a palpable tension among the adults, some moving to act while others hold back, unsure of the best course of action. Their indecision and conflicting impulses risk creating chaos that could hinder rescue efforts. For the Aquapal staff, a new obstacle arises in crowd control. As awareness of the emergency spreads, maintaining order becomes crucial. They must balance the need to assist in Ethan's rescue with preventing panic among the other children and parents. This division of focus tests their training and teamwork under extreme pressure. The pool's safety equipment, designed to prevent such incidents, now presents an unexpected challenge. Life preservers and rescue poles, usually within easy reach, seem frustratingly far away or tangled in their storage areas. This delay in accessing vital tools adds to the mounting tension and tests the staff's ability to improvise. Environmental factors introduce additional complications. The bright midday sun, reflecting off the water's surface, creates glare, making it difficult for rescuers to maintain visual contact with Ethan. The ambient noise of splashing water and excited children masks Ethan's cries for help, making it harder for those further away to realize the urgency of the situation. As the rescue attempt unfolds, the physical toll on the rescuers becomes apparent. The adrenaline rush that initially propelled them into action begins to wane, replaced by fatigue that threatens to slow their movements at this critical juncture. For Max, the internal battle intensifies. As he edges closer to the water, memories of his past trauma flood back with greater intensity. Each step towards the pool is a monumental effort, fighting against every instinct telling him to retreat to safety. The conflict between his fear and his loyalty creates a visible struggle, his body alternating between moving forward and pulling back. Amidst these escalating challenges, a new complication arises. The commotion attracts the attention of passers-by outside the facility. Their gathering at the windows and entrance creates an additional distraction and adds to the pressure felt by everyone involved in the rescue effort. As these multifaceted obstacles converge, the situation at Aquapals reaches a critical point. The characters are pushed to their absolute limits, forcing them to dig deep within themselves to find the strength, courage, and resourcefulness needed to overcome these overwhelming challenges. Mr. Jack, overcoming his momentary hesitation, takes charge of the situation with the authority of a seasoned professional. He quickly assesses the scene and shouts clear, concise instructions to his staff and the older children. "Clear the pool," he commands, his voice carrying over the commotion. Jack then dives into the water, powerful strokes propelling him towards Ethan. His actions demonstrate years of training kicking in as he navigates the obstacles in his path with precision. Lily, torn between following rules and helping her brother, makes a split-second decision. Unable to contain her protective instincts, she rushes to the edge of the pool, grabbing a nearby float. With surprising strength for her age, she pushes it towards Ethan, yelling, "Ethan, grab on!" Her quick thinking provides a crucial lifeline, buying precious seconds for the rescue effort. The other children in the pool react to Mr. Jack's instructions with a mix of confusion and obedience. Most quickly swim to the edges, clearing a path for the rescue. A few older kids, sensing the urgency, help guide younger ones out of the water, showcasing the sense of community fostered at Aquapals. Parents at the poolside snap into action. Some rush to help evacuate children from the pool, while others form a human chain, ready to assist if needed. Their coordinated efforts, born from the shared goal of protecting the children, create a powerful display of community strength. Max, the German Shepherd, stands at the precipice of a life-changing decision. His body trembles with fear, but his eyes remain locked on the struggling Ethan. In a moment that seems to stretch for eternity, Max's protective instincts finally overpower his fear. With a determined bark, he leaps into the water, surprising everyone around the pool. As Max plunges into the water, his actions galvanize those around him. The German Shepherd's powerful strokes cut through the water, his fear seemingly forgotten in the face of Ethan's need. This unexpected turn of events elicits gasps of surprise and shouts of encouragement from onlookers. Mr. Jack, seeing Max's bold move, adjusts his approach. He calls out to Ethan, "Hold on to Max, buddy. He's coming to help you." Jack's voice, steady and reassuring, helps calm Ethan, who had been panicking more with each passing second. The Aquapals staff, following Mr. Jack's lead, spring into coordinated action. One rushes to the edge of the pool with a rescue buoy, while another clears the area to ensure a safe exit point. Their well-practiced emergency procedures begin to take effect, bringing a sense of order to the chaotic scene. Lily, having thrown the float to Ethan, doesn't stop there. She runs along the edge of the pool, keeping pace with Max and her brother, offering words of encouragement. "You're doing great, Ethan. Hold on tight." Her presence and words provide additional comfort to her struggling sibling. The other parents, witnessing this dramatic rescue unfold, react with a mixture of awe and renewed urgency. Some form a human chain reaching into the pool, ready to assist in pulling Ethan and Max to safety. Others help maintain order among the remaining children, their voices both soothing and directive. As Max, with Ethan clinging to his back, nears the edge of the pool, Mr. Jack reaches them. With careful movements, he supports both dog and child, guiding them towards the outstretched hands of the waiting parents and staff. The rescue effort reaches its crescendo as Max, with Ethan clinging to his back, and Mr. Jack converge near the pool's edge. The atmosphere is electric with tension, every person around the pool holding their breath, their focus entirely on the drama unfolding before them. Max, pushing through his exhaustion and residual fear, makes a final powerful thrust towards the pool's edge. His usually graceful movements are now labored, the weight of Ethan and the strain of the swim taking their toll. The German Shepherd's eyes, wide with determination, lock onto the outstretched hands waiting at the poolside. Ethan, barely conscious from the ordeal, maintains a death grip on Max's fur. His small body shivers uncontrollably, a mix of cold and shock setting in. With each passing second, his grip weakens, threatening to undo all of Max's heroic efforts. Mr. Jack, swimming alongside them, faces a critical decision. He needs to guide them to safety without startling Max or dislodging Ethan. Any sudden movement could spell disaster. With practiced precision, he positions himself to support Ethan's weight, alleviating some of the burden on Max. At the pool's edge, the human chain of parents and staff tenses, ready to spring into action. Lily, her face a mask of worry and hope, leans dangerously far over the water, held back only by a quick-thinking parent. Her voice, cracking with emotion, continues to encourage her brother and Max. Just as they approach arm's reach of safety, a new complication arises. Ethan, in a moment of renewed panic, suddenly thrashes, his movement causing Max to veer off course. The sudden shift threatens to submerge them both, mere feet from rescue. The onlookers gasp collectively, the moment of hope suddenly clouded by this new danger. Parents tighten their grips on each other, the human chain straining forward, desperate to close the last few feet. Time seems to slow as multiple hands reach out, grasping for Ethan and Max. The tension in the air is palpable, every person around the pool united in willing this rescue to succeed. The next few seconds will determine the outcome of this heart-stopping ordeal. As hands finally make contact with Ethan and Max, a surge of adrenaline courses through the rescuers. Mr. Jack, with remarkable strength, lifts Ethan from Max's back and passes him to the waiting arms on the pool deck. The human chain springs into action, carefully but swiftly moving Ethan to safety. However, the drama is far from over. Max, exhausted from his heroic effort, begins to struggle. The fear that he had suppressed during the rescue comes rushing back, and he starts to panic in the water. His movements become erratic, splashing frantically as he tries to find purchase on the slippery pool edge. Mr. Jack, still in the water, quickly recognizes Max's distress. "Max, stay calm, boy!" he calls out, his voice a mix of command and comfort. He moves towards the dog, but Max's panicked state makes it difficult to approach safely. The adults, momentarily distracted by ensuring Ethan's safety, now face a split-second decision. Should they pull Lily back from the edge or trust in her connection with Max? In this moment of uncertainty, Sarah finally emerges from the reception area, alerted by the commotion. She takes in the scene before her, Ethan being tended to on the deck, Lily reaching out to a struggling Max, and Mr. Jack in the water, trying to calm the panicked dog. Her face pales with the realization of what has transpired in her absence. Max, hearing Lily's voice, seems to find a moment of clarity amidst his panic. His eyes lock onto her outstretched hand, a familiar point of safety in the chaos. With the last of his strength, he paddles towards her, fighting against his exhaustion. Just as Max reaches the edge, his claws scrabble against the smooth pool tile, unable to find a grip. For a heart-stopping moment, it seems he might slip back into the water. Lily, with a determination beyond her years, leans further, her fingers just brushing Max's wet fur. The next few seconds unfold in slow motion. Will Lily be able to hold on? Can the adults react in time to assist? The entire rescue hangs in the balance, with Max's safety now as crucial as Ethan's was moments ago. As the tension reaches its breaking point, with Lily straining to hold on to Max and the adults rushing to assist, an unexpected turn of events unfolds. "I've got him, Lily," Sarah calls out, her voice steady despite the adrenaline coursing through her veins. "Mr. Jack, push him up." As Max collapses on the ground, panting heavily, a collective sigh of relief washes over the crowd. But the revelations are far from over. This unexpected revelation catches everyone by surprise. Lily looks at her mother with newfound awe, while the other parents murmur in appreciation. Mr. Jack's voice fills with emotion as he reveals, "You saved my nephew from drowning that summer. I never forgot the young lifeguard who acted so bravely. I can't believe after all these years you're here, saving another life at my pool." I remember that day," Sarah says softly, her voice thick with emotion. "That rescue. It changed the course of my life. It's why I became so passionate about water safety for my own children." As this connection between Sarah and Mr. Jack comes to light, another surprising revelation unfolds. Max, having recovered slightly from his ordeal, slowly makes his way to Mr. Jack's side. The dog's behavior suddenly shifts, displaying a level of comfort and familiarity that seems at odds with his usual wary attitude around water. Mr. Jack, noticing this, kneels beside Max and begins to gently examine him. His hands move with the practiced ease of someone intimately familiar with the animal. As he runs his fingers through Max's wet fur, he pauses, feeling something unexpected. "I can't believe it," Mr. Jack mutters, his voice filled with wonder. He looks up at the gathered crowd, his eyes glistening with unshed tears. I think I know why Max has always been so afraid of water, yet so dedicated to watching over the children here." He gently parts Max's fur, revealing a small, barely noticeable scar. This scar, it's from a near-drowning incident. Max isn't just any rescue dog. He's the puppy I saved from a flooding river over 7 years ago. I rehabilitated him but lost track of him when he was adopted. I never imagined he'd find his way back here to become our guardian angel. This revelation sends ripples of astonishment through the onlookers. The pieces fall into place. Max's fear of water, his protective nature, and his incredible bravery in saving Ethan. It wasn't just instinct or training. It was a deep, personal understanding of the dangers of water and a desire to prevent others from experiencing the same trauma. And as the full circle of these connections becomes clear, a profound sense of destiny settles over the Aquapals community. The events of this day have not just been about a dramatic rescue, but about the intertwining of lives, second chances, and the extraordinary impact of past actions on the present. Ethan, now wrapped in warm towels and cradled in Sarah's arms, starts to recover from his ordeal. His breathing steadies and color returns to his cheeks. Sarah holds him close, her earlier guilt at being absent during the crisis giving way to profound relief and gratitude. Sarah smiles through her tears, running a hand through Ethan's damp hair. "That's right, sweetie. Max was so brave, just like you." As the medical team arrives to examine Ethan, attention turns to Max. The German Shepherd, though exhausted, stands tall, his earlier fear of water seemingly transformed by his heroic act. Mr. Jack kneels beside him, gently stroking his fur. The other children, who had been quietly watching the unfolding drama, begin to approach Max cautiously. Their fear and confusion from earlier have been replaced by awe and admiration for the canine hero. "Today, we were reminded of the vital importance of our work," Mr. Jack begins, his voice steady but emotional. "But we also saw how quickly things can go wrong. We need to review all our safety protocols and make sure nothing like this ever happens again." Meanwhile, Lily, still processing her role in the rescue, approaches her mother and brother. Her earlier bravado has given way to a quiet thoughtfulness. Sarah pulls Lily into a tight hug. "Oh, sweetheart. Sometimes in emergencies, we have to trust our instincts. You were brave and quick thinking. But let's talk about safe ways to help in the future, okay?" As the medical team finishes examining Ethan and gives him the all-clear, a sense of closure begins to settle over the pool area. The shared experience has brought the Aquapals community closer together, transforming a potential tragedy into a powerful lesson in courage, quick thinking, and the unexpected ways our past experiences shape our present actions. As the immediate crisis subsides, a wave of emotions washes over the Aquapals community. The full weight of what transpired begins to settle in, affecting each person in unique and profound ways. Sarah, still holding Ethan close, experiences a whirlwind of feelings. Relief at her son's safety mingles with residual fear of what could have been. Gratitude towards Max and the entire Aquapals team overwhelms her, bringing fresh tears to her eyes. But there's also a renewed sense of purpose, a realization that her past as a lifeguard wasn't just a chapter in her life, but a crucial skill that came to her aid when she needed it most. I never thought," Sarah begins, her voice thick with emotion. "I never thought those skills would save my own child one day." This simple, heartfelt statement from Ethan breaks the emotional dam. Sarah hugs him tighter, letting her tears flow freely now. Around them, other parents hold their children closer, the day's events reminding them of the precious nature of their loved ones. Mr. Jack, standing nearby, is visibly moved by the scene. The day's events have stirred up memories of his own past and reinforced the importance of his life's work. He approaches the Thompson family, his eyes glistening with unshed tears. His words resonate with the staff and other families gathered around. There's a palpable sense of community spirit, stronger now than ever before. Parents begin to share their own stories of close calls and the importance of water safety, creating a supportive atmosphere of shared experience and mutual understanding. Max, still by Mr. Jack's side, seems to sense the emotional current running through the group. He moves slowly among the families, offering comfort with his presence. When he reaches Ethan, the boy reaches out to pat him gently. This simple gesture of gratitude from the young boy to his canine rescuer touches everyone present. It's a powerful reminder of the bond between humans and animals, and how acts of bravery can transcend species. As the intense emotions of the day begin to settle, a sense of renewed purpose and unity envelops the Aquapals community. Mr. Jack steps forward, addressing the gathered families and staff with a voice full of conviction and hope. Today, we've been reminded of the vital importance of what we do here at Aquapals, he begins, his gaze sweeping across the attentive faces. But we've also witnessed the incredible strength that lies within each of us when we work together. From Sarah's quick thinking to Lily's bravery, from our staff's dedication to Max's heroism, we've seen the best of our community today. He pauses, letting his words sink in before continuing. Moving forward, we'll be implementing new safety measures and expanding our programs to include emergency response training for both children and adults. What happened today will make us stronger, more prepared, and even more committed to our mission of creating confident, safe swimmers. Sarah, with Ethan and Lily by her side, steps forward. "And we'd like to help," she says, her voice steady with newfound purpose. "I'd like to volunteer my time to assist with lifeguard training and water safety classes." As the families begin to disperse, there's a tangible sense of growth and positive change in the air. The day's harrowing events have forged stronger bonds within the community and reignited a passionate commitment to water safety. Max, as if sensing the shift in atmosphere, gives a soft, contented bark. It's as if he's saying that Aquapals isn't just a swimming school anymore. It's a family, united by shared experiences and a common goal of creating a safer, more confident generation of swimmers. Certain days. As the sun begins to set on this eventful day at Aquapals, the community disperses with a renewed sense of purpose and unity. Families leave the facility with a deeper appreciation for water safety and the importance of community support. The Thompson family, at the center of today's drama, heads home with Ethan safe and sound, their bond stronger than ever. Mr. Jack and his staff remain behind, already beginning to implement new safety protocols and plan for expanded training programs. The day's events have reinvigorated their mission, reminding them of the crucial role they play in the community. Max, the canine hero of the hour, trots happily alongside Mr. Jack, his fear of water now transformed into a source of strength and purpose. His journey from a scared puppy to a brave rescuer serves as a powerful metaphor for overcoming one's fears. In the weeks that follow, Aquapals sees a surge in enrollment, with parents and children eager to improve their water safety skills. Sarah becomes a regular volunteer, sharing her expertise with a new generation of swimmers. Max, now a local celebrity, continues to watch over the pool, a living reminder of the day when courage, community, and compassion came together to save a life. As we close this inspiring tale from Aquapals, we invite you, our viewers, to reflect on the importance of water safety in your own lives. Consider enrolling in a water safety course, or if you're already a confident swimmer, volunteer at your local pool. Remember, every one of us has the potential to be a hero. Sometimes all it takes is the courage to face our fears.